We have another common question here. The sister is saying, Assalamu alaikum, do I have to cover my hair as a Muslim woman? Now, when a person accepts Islam, accepts Allah as their Lord, accepts Islam as their way of life, and knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with all His commands and prohibitions, is part of our submission and worship to Him, and that part of our submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is fulfilling those commands and staying away from those things which are haram, and those prohibitions are only a cause of harm to us. If we can understand this as a starting point, whether it starts with regards to how we dress, or what we eat, or how we interact with anybody, the guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the very best guidance that can be given to us. As long as I understand that, then whatever I come in contact with, the new knowledge that I come in contact with, I should always understand that the guidance of Allah is the best of guidance. Now, a person who has never covered their hair in their entire lives, they're a new Muslim, and maybe to identify openly to others, to the family members, to going outside, maybe this is a step too much for them. Then no doubt, as a new Muslim, there is concession for you, that when you feel comfortable to wear the hijab, that you do so. You may find with other sisters that putting the hijab on straight away is something which is much easier for them. So people are at different levels, and it is important for us to recognize what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made as an obligation for us, that I'm working towards that. I'm doing my very best to fulfill that obligation. Similarly with the prohibitions, that I'm doing my very best to stay away from those things which are haram. So when talking to new Muslims, we should understand where they have come from, what they are used to, and not to push them away, i.e. that you're not wearing the hijab, that your Islam somehow is not complete. This is incorrect. It is important for us, those who have already embraced Islam, who have been Muslims for a long time, is to understand the situation of those who become Muslims, who enter Islam, and to take things at a pace which they are comfortable with, that inshallah ta'ala in time Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for them, and that they will be able to uphold the open display of what it is to be a Muslim, to have that identity, and from that is the hijab. And there are of course many blessings and many virtues of a woman wearing the hijab. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us all. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.